Hey Froggy, Guys here. Commando is complete dog ass. Yes, Commando is absolute dog ass. Now I'm Commando strapped with a firework to his back. That's what all Commandos should be. Strap a big rocket to his back and just like fire him off into space. Now he's not bad by any means. he's dog ass, but he's not bad by any means. He's like he's the lowest, the worst survivor, and probably the most boring for me. That's just preference. Like some people just like point and clicking, like what he is. And he's very item dependent, and just He's just He's like, I don't know. He's like the Soldier 76 of this game, except he's not as cool as Soldier 76 in Overwatch. He's like the Punisher in Marvel Rivals. He's like I've never played Deadlock, so I don't know who like the probably Holiday. Is Holiday just like a maybe Lash? I feel like Lash is the most. Is Lash just like the most kind of basic character? It might be Holiday or Lash, because Holiday's just throwing bombs and then shooting gun. That's like all you do. And ult is pull someone. Well, I'm talking about Commando. He's just so, I don't know. He's so item dependent. I was just in a fucking loot. This game is one of the weirdest games to go from like run to run. Like I was just playing like a. I just did that chef video. I'm pretty sure I posted that right before this one. And that's a loop run. Well, I cut before I looped twice more. I looped so then I can just obliterate to get the Luna coin, so I wasn't just going to end the video. I really wish you could end the run after killing Soulless Wing instead of having to kill Soulless Heart as well. Because some runs I just don't feel like doing both bosses. Because it's just like a little bit extra game time. I like starting new runs and just beginning from scratch. I like early game more than late game most times, but having a good loop run's still fun. Like I looped once, then I'm like, no. Right before I was about to obliterate, I found a this is really good on Commando. Soldier Syringe. Attack speed is one of his best things you can get him. But right before I was about to obliterate, at that stage was a printer. And I had a shit ton of items for a crowbar. And you know me, wanted to try something different out. So I just had to fucking spam it with all my items. I actually only took like pretty mediocre items that I had. I had like 25 crowbars, but I did that because I had 6 Noxious Fawns with a shit ton of bleed and just like I was also playing Chef with Icebox, so that also transformed with Noxious Fawn. And then I had a bunch of gasolines, but then later on in that stage I also found a gasoline printer, so I just spammed that later on. But it didn't go as well as I planned. Like I had like 25 crowbars, but it just I thought maybe like the Noxious Fawns would just tick on them, and then I forgot it was ticking damage from like all the Noxious Fawns, the bleed, and the flamethrowers. I forgot it was ticking damage. So it's not it's gonna tick down the 90% really fast, and then it's just gonna slow. But because I was so scaled, because I had so many items, I was so scaled. I didn't really fuck my run. I was still doing really well. It's just the fact that if I also picked up a primpy shrimp, a shrimpy plimp, a shrimpy ATG, and that's not helping. If I had a regular ATG, if that fucking, like, if I kill the enemy the ATG is meant to be planned for, and then it goes to another enemy, it's gonna one-shot that enemy immediately. But I had shrimpy plimp. I had shrimp, and shrimp doesn't do that well with a fuck ton of crowbars, because it's just going to tick down their HP, and then it's going to do the regular amount of damage for the rest of the 90% of HP. That's why I just hate Crowbar. It's only good on like certain characters. Like very certain characters. I'm also really not enjoying this run so far. I'm doing pretty ass right now. I keep getting really low, but also Commando is just so weird. Look at this guy. He's just such a weirdo. He's just such a weirdo. Look at him. Actually, today something happened. A package came in. My mom didn't even tell me about it. I think she brought it in. I was waiting for like the sound of someone knocking on the door or something, but then she ended up bringing it in before she went to work. And it's I didn't order any more comics. I have comics coming because they're pre-ordered, but it's the box. I ordered the comic short box. It's a Defenders one though, not a BCW. But BCW's looks kind of like thinner cardboard. This one looks good. This one looks really good. I got it, and I had to look up a video, and no videos are showing how to like do the Defenders comic short box, because it comes in like the flat cardboard, and you have to like bend it and shit, and like kind of build it basically by folding it in certain ways. And I couldn't find a single video, so I had to like fold it and hope that I don't fuck it up. And then the lid confused me completely. Like the actual fucking, you know, lid, the box. Ugh. Ugh. But then I got it done. And then I also, in that order, had comic bags and boards. And before the order came in, I was actually told that they pretty sure didn't have any BCW boards. I got the bag and boards that are the same size, so that the boards and bags fit each other. You know what I mean? I'm not using the grenade that much. I don't play much Commando. I haven't played. Oh my god, man! Fuck was that tag team? What? Wasn't paying attention. Stop. Is he using his laser right now? He is. But they said they had to switch out the boards because they didn't have the right, like the BCW ones in stock or something. I'm pretty sure that was the pre-order one. One of them was a pre-order, and if it was that, I'm really mad now. I could have just waited until they got the BCW ones. I'm gonna have to like fucking maybe, I don't know if I can return to this store. Like, I know you might be able to return to Amazon and stuff like that, but I don't know if I can return to this online store. But like, I'm gonna have to like say something, because like, I looked it up to see if I'm wrong, but boards are generally supposed to be smaller than the bag, like a little bit smaller, so that they fit, you know what I mean? So that they fit the so it doesn't like, it folds a little bit in there. Like it feels like the board isn't supposed to go in, really, and then like it folds a little bit. And I'm thinking that's gonna fuck up my comics, because it's meant to protect them, but it's like folding. So I took out the comics that I tried to put in there, my thing one, and then I've just put them back in the ones I got from the store. I've ordered off of Comic etc before, and you could just get bag and boards from them, like just get them separately. And you have to order bag and boards when you get comics. They don't just give you bag and boards for some reason, like Comic Bookaroo does. Comic Bookaroo has shittier ones though, that are big and wide and pretty ass. So that's probably why they don't give you them for free with comic purchases, because they're pretty good on Comic etc. I might just order more from them. But these bags were actually really good though, so I might keep the bags and then ask them about the boards. I might have to order them again. I wanted to get the right ones, and they fucked me. Like, I wouldn't be mad if I ordered the right bags and boards. I would still be mad. That would make sense though, if like they were wrong, because they would be made to be the right ones. But they said, oh, they actually asked, do you want to swap them out? Because we don't have any of the other ones. I said yes. Of course, because I thought they would be... Oh, we don't have any of these ones, but they said they're the exact same, but they're not BCW. They said that. They said they're the exact same. So they just lied to my face. They just lied... Not to my face. They lied to me. They lied to my source of code. They lied to my source of code on a computer screen. You lied to my text message. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? What? What is this like? What is this hokey pokery? Also, I'm not playing multiplayer today in these two videos because I wanted to play a multiplayer match. I want to find a multiplayer game. I like playing multiplayer games in videos more, but there's only one guy on that I could find, and every time you leave the queue, I queue back up. I'm just gonna get back into his queue, and he was the leader. He was the leader. I don't know why. I don't know how it chooses who's the leader. If I leave and rejoin, he's the leader again still. Okay, let's actually use a tonic. But it was just so annoying. Because every time he's the leader, I was going like, oh, he's gonna have horrible ping. He's gonna have a horrible ping. They need to add crossplay already, man. I hope in this next DLC they also added crossplay. But then, like, he did have ping. Because on the second, I left and rejoined when I saw he was the leader. And then I was like, oh, I'll play. Maybe he doesn't have ping. Sometimes they don't, but most of the time they do. Most of the time they do. And I know if they joined me, then they would also have ping. But I don't care for them. I care for my experience. I care for my experience. For having like a movement ability, I'm pretty slow right now. Even though I have the movement ability. God, I hate Commando, bro. This is actually this is way more boring than playing Full Sun. Of course it is. At least Full Sun, you're overpowered. At least Full Sun, you're overpowered. This guy, you're just a guy with a gun. Why didn't they just give him a Uzi? Or like an AK-47? What if he could like switch between pistols and like he has like a... I want ultimates. I don't know why, I just want ultimates. I love having ultimates in video games. I love how in Overwatch, Smite 2, Marvel Rivals, you could just rip like this fat ability that happens every like once in a while, you know? And you can get kills to maybe decrease the time. In Smite 2 you can't decrease the time of kills. Well, you can sometimes with like certain items and stuff. But generally you can't. Generally you can't. But I want ult in this game. Acridol is just like he eats the closest enemy and turns into them. No, that's just Kirby. That's just Kirby from Super Smash Bros. That would make no sense for that character as well. Like, that would just make no sense. That would just make genuinely no sense. Genuinely. I keep saying genuinely and generally at the wrong times. Well, I keep saying genuinely when I'm saying generally. And now I actually did have to say genuinely. And it didn't make sense. Well, it sounded like I was trying to say genuinely. Generally. Has Flask always looked like this? A tonic? I swear it hasn't looked this trippy before. This looks trippy. Oh my god. But now, whenever yeah, my stats are lowered. Is my speed lowered? No way. Stop. No! Have I fucked myself? I think I fucked myself. I think I fucked the whole game. I was already slow. Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm just feeling like a little bit of the hit back. Just like it's like me after I had a very spicy food, and then like I have no spice anymore. I'm going like, what the fuck? Life's so boring. There's no spice. Drink more Tabasco. Actually, should I try just drinking straight Tabasco? I might just go downstairs, get the bottle, and then just like hover it above my mouth and just like drop like 10 droplets in my tongue. Just to feel something real quick. That sounded so sad. Just to feel something. Okay, that's like a horrible sentence to say. Just to feel something real quick. I haven't felt anything in ages. I don't have feelings. Dennis Reynolds, for real, for real. Oh my god. Bro, I feel so slow. This might just be Commando gameplay. It's probably just Commando gameplay. I'm so used to playing Acrid or like Chef when I get to roll or like bounce around. I feel like even MUL-T has more movement than everyone else. Than Commando and everyone else. He is less movement than everyone else. And if we get hand, or like the oh, in my DLC video, I just brought up hand because I wanted to talk about the DLC again. In the DLC video, I didn't address the one thing I actually wanted to talk about, which was I want more void items, or like an other void type of item, because I forget what people call it, but people always talk about on like the Reddit and stuff, how there are becoming too many items, and it's kind of like power creep but for items. Just like, it's... items are drowning out other items. Like, in the white item category, if they keep adding more, it gets more rare to, you know, find a certain one. Like, lens makers. Lens makers becomes more rare with every update of white items. The more white items or green items or red items there are, the rarer other items of that category become. And the less you're going to find them in runs. Which is bad. Also power creep for characters is insane with DLCs, usually. But I think the void item solution was pretty decent. Like, they added void items. That was the Hopu DLC though, and they haven't done that sort of thing. Gearbox hasn't done that sort of thing since that one. That was like that was years ago. That was years ago. I was gonna say a year ago. It was years ago, multiple. But yeah, I want like another. I want more. I want more void items, and I want them to do like, if they do like another type of area type thing, or like new gimmick with a new type of like item rarity, maybe. But I just want more void items. I want them to do add more like void variants of items. That'd be sick. I feel like we should have gotten that by now. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, that might actually be a thing. They might not be able to add stuff to older DLCs, because then you would need to own Survivors of the Void. Fuck. Can they even do that? Now I'm actually like really, now I'm really mad. I don't think they can do that, because then you would have to buy Survivors of the Void. Maybe it would have to be a free. Can they update old DLCs? Like a free update. That's a free. It'd be like a free Risk of Rain 2 update, but it's not a free update because you need Survivors of the Void. But it's an update to Survivors of the Void. Ah. The possibility of not getting any more void items is actually making me very sad right now, because I really thought that'd be I was like thinking about all the void items they could add, or like void variant of items, like all the variants of items they could add in void form, and what their gimmicks would be. I don't know. That'd be so cool though. Like maybe like a void soldier syringe that actually just makes it. Oh, that'd be sick. What could they do for that? I'm gonna die. I'm about to die in this game right now. I'm out concentrating. I'm also just playing Commando, so it's just like shooting a gun. Well, most of the times you are shooting a gun in Risk of Rain 2. Could you stop? I don't like these guys when I'm trying to pick up item. It feels like I'm playing Command right now, having to fucking choose this shit. I'm gonna get void fuse, so it just gets me more of those. Why did I already have 2 grenades? Don't you only have 1? Do you get 2 grenades? No way you get 2 grenades. I was about to open that chest by accident. Bro, they bounce so far, man. They don't bounce off of walls that far, do they? Oh my god. Please bounce, like where I want you to bounce. Okay, that time I didn't even bounce at all. Bounties. Nope. Nope. Didn't go anywhere. I'm just gonna start thinking of like void items now. Is there any void greens in the game? Is that a thing? Yes. Yes, there is. Void band. I just picked up the band and thought about if there's any void greens because I wanted the void band. There already is a void band, mother fucking stupid ass little bitch of a commando right now. Who's my commando teammate right now? He's so stupid and stinky. That joke only works when I'm playing multiplayer. My commander's going 2-9. What's happening? Oh. Soldier syringe. Avoid soldier syringe with peak. What could that do? So it does like attack speed right now. It can't just be damage. That'd be boring. Maybe like. I can't think of anything else. Like maybe, or maybe you slow down enemy fire, but then that wouldn't. Enemies don't fire some of the time. Maybe your just shots just slow enemies, but then that's just every other effect is already on another item. So I don't know about that. Because I'm just thinking about it maybe like giving you another effect or like affecting other things in another way. I don't know. What other void things could there be? Maybe void banner. It makes like a little void area around you on kill instead of on level. Oh my god, man! Whose grandmother is attacking right? Why is there's so many of these little mosquitoes, man, flies. Speaking of flies, I was actually attacked by a what is it? I'm on drugs, bro. Like this no, the tonic is actually alcohol. Oh my god. It makes you see double. I didn't even stand in the middle of that. It makes you see double. The fuck? That was actually trippy as hell. But speaking of flies, a fly actually attacked me the night before. And that sounds funny as ever. It sounds like I'm like a fucking loser getting attacked by a fly. I'm such a loser. I'm such a loser. Flies pick on me. Oh my god. Flies bully me. Imagine getting bullied by a fly, man. Fucking loser. No, but like I actually just got attacked by a fly. Like this fly was like a crazy little weirdo. Like I went to bed. I had a blanket over me, even though it was like kind of no, it's winter now. It actually is cold, but even when it's summer, I have to have a blanket over me because I don't know. I can't go to sleep without a blanket over me. It's just like a thing. It's a thing. It's a comfort thing. I don't know. But I have my blanket over me. It's pitch black in my room because I can only sleep in the pitch black. That's also a thing about me that's weird. But you know, pitch black. Why is that weird? That's not weird. But it's pitch black in my room. I can't see anything, so I can't even see if it is a fly. That's the thing. I can't see if it's a fly, and it's like buzzing. It's buzzing. It's not just like a regular fly sound. It could be anything, and it's like swooping at my head. Like it's actually like hitting against my head, and like it's like right next to my ear, and just. And I'm just thinking, what the fuck? This is a wasp. Because why is it doing this? I want like no fly is going out of its way to attack someone. No fly is going out of its way to attack someone. So I'm actually scared. I'm thinking this is like not a bee. A bee wouldn't do this either. I'm thinking it's like a wasp, a hornet, fucking got my room somehow, and it's like actually fit like it's like thrusting against my head. I think it's about to like sting me. And I'm like petrified. I don't want to get stung by a hornet. I don't know what that feels like. I don't want to get stung by a wasp. That'd be worse. That'd be not as bad as a hornet, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Hornets stings worse than wasps sting? Hornets sound more dangerous. But I'm thinking, oh my god. What the fuck, man? And I start shaking. I start smacking around at where like this fly is. I don't know it's a fly yet. I'm fucking scared. And I'm just like swinging. And I'm like getting up and I'm like throwing my blanket off me and like flap my blanket around. and then I turn on my bedroom light. I look up, and at this, I was looking around at my bed first, and I look up and I see at the ceiling, just on like the side of the ceiling, right next to my bed, is a fly, just on the ceiling, just sitting there, just like chilling, after rage baiting me. I got rage baited by a fly. This is not cool, man. This is not cool. YouTube's not showing my videos to people. I'm getting rage baited by flies. Life's not cool, man. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Getting rage baited by a fly in this era? That's some Commando type shit. That's what Commando would be doing. How am I not? I keep looking at the portal in these runs and then just not remembering that there's a portal there. I completely blank it out of my You might be like one of the sacks of shit of this lifetime. I might just lose the run right here and then have to end the video, and I wouldn't be mad, because that's the Commando treatment right there. That's what Commando deserves. I'm gonna lose the run if I just sit in front of their faces. I'm gonna, like, that is actually just how you lose the game immediately. 101 of how to lose at Risk of Rain 2. You see, that didn't hit me that time. Oh, it's tougher times probably. I die here. It slows you down, and I'm already so slow. I hate soulless control units. You are the death of me. Look. I barely make it out of that. Eek! I barely make it out of that. Oh my god. I barely make it out of that. Oh my god, it's like at the tip. It's at the tip. They're tipping me. Stop! I'm barely making it out. Oh my god, everyone dies now. Everyone dies. I'm a late bloomer. But once it starts going, it goes. I'm perished. I've perished. I'm stuck against a wall! I'm stuck in a little corner. What was that? Drone. Buy it. The drone was my downfall. I saw a shiny object and I had to have it. No! I'm like a stinky little raccoon boy. I saw a shiny necklace and I had to have it. But that's okay. It's a shorter video and it's Commando and I wasn't having that much fun. Well, I was having fun when I started fucking freaking out at that whole end part there and talk about getting attacked by a fly. That's good stuff. Good content. That's a topic right there. I had some flair to that, and I actually had a speech recently. Little rant before I end the video. I had a speech recently for my class, and that's what I stayed up overnight for when I talked about the last video. And I was doing a speech. I did the most basic topic because I was so focused on my other units assessment, like essays I was doing for that one. So I just did the most basic topic of TAFE, what I'm doing for class. It's a TAFE system in Australia, and why it is better than school. The positives and negatives of doing it over school. And also, it does other stuff. It does, like, school grade, like, you can do school through TAFE, but then you can also do other courses and like units and stuff to getting jobs and also just like progressing as a human being. You can do it like you can do uni and school through TAFE. That's what I'm saying. Like it's everything. But I was doing a speech of, oh my god, I'm ranting. I was doing a speech of how the positive and negatives of doing it over school, and I had to do that. I was doing that because that was one of just the basic topics you can do the speech on. You could do the speech on anything, but I was just doing the most basic thing because I was prioritizing my other subject and also doing these videos. But when I finally wrote my speech and did it, I spoke so fast. Also, my speech wasn't that long. I cut corners a little bit and actually just completely blanked at the speech. I couldn't write any more. The topic was so basic and boring, I couldn't write that long of a speech. I also read it really fast, but I got to like 2 minutes. And I think I'm actually really good at varying my voice at certain like subjects to make myself sound more entertaining. I'm glazing myself here. I'm not good at that. I'm horrible at that. But my teacher said I was kind of decent at that. And I was kind of like happy about that. I kind of got like a little... She glazed me a little bit. I should have said that. Did you just glaze me? No. Kicked out of class immediately. Kicked out of class immediately. Kicked out. Can't say that. Glazed? Are you glazing me right now? Next video, glazing myself up and throwing myself at enemies. Chef video, of course. Completely buttering myself up. that's the title. Completely buttering myself up. Getting completely buttered up. Okay, that's the end of the video. I'm going too far. You've gone too far. Goodbye.